Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. Today we're doing another copycat recipe. This time we're doing Texas Roadhouse rolls with their famous honey cinnamon butter. They're so soft and pillowy and buttery. They have a light sweetness to them, and they're so good for holidays or even a weeknight dinner. I'm going to show you today how to make them step by step, and you'll be amazed how easy they are. So let's get started, and I'll show you the ingredients. Okay, the first thing we want to do, I'm going to combine 1 1/4 cups of milk, and I want it to be warm, but no more than 110 degrees. So this is right out of my fridge, so I'm going to put it in the microwave for a little bit and warm it up, and then I'll take the temperature of it to assure that it's not overheated. Okay, my temp says 102 degrees, so that's perfect. I'm going to pour that into a bowl. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of sugar and 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. I'm using active dry yeast. You can also use instant yeast. Just going to combine that. You want the water warm enough to assist in dissolving that sugar, but you don't want it too hot or it'll kill the yeast. Okay, we're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, and that'll do 2 things for us. It'll assure that the yeast is still good. It'll start to foam up, and that will also allow for the sugar to dissolve. Okay, I let it sit for 5 minutes, and you can see a little bit frothiness there. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add in a 1/2 stick of melted and cooled butter and 1 room temperature egg. I'm going to mix that really well until combined. Now I'm doing everything by hand today, but you can certainly use your stand mixer. Next, I'm going to add in my all-purpose flour. I'm going to spoon and level 2 cups, and then we'll add in another 1.5 cups. 2 cups and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix that. I'm going to add in another 1.5 cups. And you want to mix it until you have just kind of a shaggy dough. I'm going to transfer this to a nice clean work surface. Put a little flour down there. So I just want to knead this now for about 5 minutes by hand. This is the part you can certainly do in a stand mixer. I've set a timer for 5 minutes. You want to knead until the dough is smooth. Now as you knead, you'll feel the texture of the dough change a little bit. At first when I started, it was very sticky. Now I can feel it's starting to get smoother. You're developing gluten. I've set my timer for 5 minutes. I've got about another 1.5 minutes to go. There's something therapeutic about kneading dough. So that's why I like to do it sometimes just with my bare hands. You get it to where it is a nice smooth ball. And that's exactly what you want. So that was 5 minutes. And you can take the same bowl, just oil it. I'm going to put a little olive oil in there. I'm going to take it and turn it. You just want to cover it with plastic wrap. And we're just going to put it in a warm place and let it rise for an hour. Okay, while the dough is rising, I'm going to go ahead and make the honey cinnamon butter. So I have 2 sticks of softened butter. You just want to whip that until it's light and creamy. Okay, that is nice and light and creamy. Now I am using salted butter. You can use unsalted, but you might want to add in a little bit of salt if you do that. So to that I have 1/3 cup of powdered sugar and 1/4 cup of honey. Now I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now depending on how much you like cinnamon, you can add more or less than that. You have control over the ingredients here. Whip it up. Now at this point you want to give it a taste, see if you like the ingredients. If not, adjust. But that's very easy to put together. And if you don't eat it all with the rolls, it's always good with toast in the morning. Ooh, I think that's perfect. I just did a little taste test. It's just the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of cinnamon for me. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the fridge and we'll be back once the dough has risen. Okay, this dough has been rising for an hour. Next thing you wanna do is just punch it down and transfer it to your work surface. You want to roll it out to about 1/2 inch thick. Now this recipe makes 20 to 24 rolls, so you'll just want to divide it up. Okay, they don't all have to be the same size, but just cut them into squares, and then you'll want to place them onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. So I've got 24 here. They're not all consistent sizes, but that's okay. I'm going to cover these with a tea towel and let them rise for an hour, and then we'll bake them at 350 for around 15 minutes. Okay, we'll be back after an hour. Okay, these are ready to go in the oven. They didn't rise much at all, so I'm hoping the oven will give them a good rise. So I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to put them in the oven for about 15 minutes. I just want them to be lightly brown and puffed up. Okay, these look delicious. These were in the oven for 18 minutes. I have some melted butter. I'm just going to brush right on top. A lot of different sizes here, so if you like some that are a little bit browner or some that are not quite as brown, then you have it both ways. They're so soft and pillowy. I'm going to put a little bit of that butter on. Let's see how this is. Wow. That is just amazing. Soft, sweet, pillowy, buttery, addicting. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I can see I may have to start making these for holidays. They really are delicious. Thanks for joining me today as we made Copycat Texas Roadhouse rolls. They really are delicious. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll see you next time.